I'm Elena Morgan, here with some Notre Dame news.
Make sure you have those umbrellas today and tomorrow.
And the Irish bats are hot.
What a catch.
Do you feel like our mascot is controversial?
Speedster Braden Lenzy went all the way to the 1-yard line.
And a recording artist here at Notre Dame.
Be prepared for that wet weather today.
Go Irish!
Good morning and welcome to ND Sunrise. I'm Kiki Carney and I'm so excited to be your anchor for today's news. Also, welcome back to everyone who went to Chicago for the football game. Yet another win for the Irish with a final score of 41-13. All right, I hope you've had your coffee because we're going to jump right into it. First up, I'm handing it over to Elise Tahoney. Elise caught up with the Student Policy Network to learn some more about the projects they're working on this year. Elise?
The University of Notre Dame was founded on the principles of students being a force for good in the world. This weekend, I had the opportunity to sit down with senior Patrick Imony and talk about how his organization, the Student Policy Network, is helping students be a force for good in the world by getting them involved in real-world policy issues.
My name is Patrick Imony. I co-founded the Student Policy Network with Greg Miller at the start of fall 2020. We really saw a need on campus for an organization that would let students get like a first experience in real-world public policy research and explore what a career in policy might be like.
Since its founding a year ago, the Student Policy Network has grown extensively, adding new members, new projects, and new partner organizations to its repertoire.
So I was actually looking back at when your Student Policy Network first started out last year, and there was an Observer article about you guys, which was written almost exactly a year ago on September 24th, where you said you were hoping to double or more the number of projects that Student Policy Network had in the next year.
So we have met that goal. We've actually come close to doubling every semester. We started with 3 projects our first semester, offered 5 last spring, and now we're up to 10. A lot of that has been, every semester there's more student interest and we can accommodate on our projects. So we know that there's appetite. We've looked to expand in terms of our project partners by, reaching out to the Notre Dame community and especially hearing who students want to work with. We've had several projects this semester where a student has come to us because they're interested in public health or international human rights and law enforcement bodies abroad. And we say, okay, we know you're interested, so we can move forward with finding a partner and finding a project.
And Patrick made sure to highlight 3 projects that SPN is working on this semester that he is particularly excited about.
First of all, one of our longest running projects, the Indiana Driving Privilege Card Project, was one I directed last year and is in its 3rd semester now. We help research and advocate for legislation in Indiana that would allow undocumented residents to drive. It's something we think that is in line with the demands of justice as well as the Catholic social tradition. Another one I want to highlight is also at the state level, the Genomics and Newborn Screening Program project. We've ended up working with the Indiana Department of Health this semester to look at metabolic formula coverage for infants in the state of Indiana and how we can improve coverage and provision of that life-saving medicine. And then the third one I want to highlight is an internationally focused project, and it looks at the Leahy laws, which are it's federal legislation that prevents U.S. military aid going to military organizations abroad that are confirmed abusers of human rights. And so really important law. There are questions about how effectively it's implemented. So we had a student who said, I really want to look at the implementation, look at solutions to this.
Looking past the nitty-gritty of project details though, Patrick made sure to mention how the work that SPN is doing is benefiting students, the Notre Dame community, and the world at large. We
don't want our projects to be, doing hypothetical analysis or making fact sheets that go into some file, but actually having real world impact. So that is the first and most predominant way in which SPN is continuing to make an impact. We see SPN as a way for Notre Dame to establish itself in the public policy world as a source of really good students, future employees, policy analysts, and just be at the center of a lot of these debates, because as we have, we're on our third semester working with some of our project partners. And as those relationships continue to grow, those organizations and their partners in DC, in Indianapolis, in Chicago, everywhere else will come to know that Notre Dame produces really good, politically aware policy researchers from all majors who are involved in this club.
Patrick made sure to tell me that one of the most exciting parts about being a member of an SPN project is that you get to travel at the end of the semester to go present your research to the partner organizations. However, there's other ways to be involved in the Student Policy Network. Though being a member of a project is a great way to get involved in policy, Patrick also said to make sure to sign up for the email list that Student Policy Network started this year so that you can receive information about policy-related competitions, internships, and everything else.
SPN is more than just a set of projects, it's a network, and we want to provide all students, no matter where you are in the semester and whether you're on a project, the opportunity to engage.
I'm excited to see what the Student Policy Network can accomplish this semester, and it's great to see the Fightin' Irish in action in policy all over America and all over the world. For ND Sunrise, I'm Elise Dahoney. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you for that awesome report, Elise. Okay,
Thanks,
did
Kiki. I'm
anyone
Kieran
else
Campbell, here to
notice
give you the weather
the
report for this week.
temperatures randomly
Let's check out
dropped
University
to
of Notre
about
Dame was found
50
on principle
degrees
as being a
last
force for
week?
good in the world.
Kieran is going to give us the scoop on what kind of weather is in store for us this week. Throwing it over to you, Kieran.
Thanks, Kiki. I'm Kieran Cantwell, here to give you the weather report for this week. Let's check out the daily forecast. So, sun will rise about 7:38 a.m. to be precise. It'll be sunny right from the get-go, about 57 degrees. So make sure to get up early to enjoy that sunrise. And, yep, you guessed it, more sun throughout the midday. From about noon to 4 p.m., it'll hover from 70 to 80 degrees, mid-70s. It will be sunny out. Make sure to apply that protective sunblock, especially if you look as pale as me. Well, let's go into the sunset. 7:31 p.m., a little bit earlier than usual, but it's going to be getting earlier and earlier as we get later and later into the year. So it'll be about 77 degrees, sun still shining right up until the end. So we can go out, catch a great sunset. It'll still be nice out, so we still enjoy it while we can. Now let's check out the 7-day forecast. So as you can see, we're expected to have 4 straight days of sun from Tuesday to Friday. The temperatures will hover about high 70s to low 80s at the top, and then the lows will be low 50s to mid 50s, as you can see there. So make sure to enjoy those days during the week because, as you can see as I'm moving over here, the rain is going to creep in at the weekend. Now, for game day on Saturday, should still be great temperatures out with a good amount of sun. There will be a little bit of clouds, but as you can see, high of 73, low of 54, not too bad. Can't ask for much better. Now, Sunday and Monday is when the rain's going to sneak in there, but don't be worried. It'll still be great temperatures out, 72, 70, 55, 55. So you can still go out and enjoy the day. It'll just be a little bit more cloudy and a little rainy. Now, that has been your 7-day forecast weather for the week. I'm Kieran Cantwell. Now let's send it back to you, Kiki, in the studio.
Thanks, Kieran. Those warm temperatures sound good to me. As we head into October this week, there are lots of events happening on campus to mark in your calendars. First up, Thursday at 9 p.m., there is a silent disco event at Legends. Silent disco is my favorite. You get some headphones and jam and dance, but silently. No tickets are required, but bring your student ID to show at the door. Next, the Alumni Association is hosting an event at the Ex-Visitor Center with Notre Dame celebrities, live music, student performers, and food from Portillo's. Some special appearances you can expect to see include Zach Dubois, Harmonia, the cheerleaders and the Leprechaun, the Pom Squad, and the Irish dance team, and more. The event will take place on Friday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Another event happening on campus is Cookies and Canvas, taking place on Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. on Library Lawn. You can paint your very own picture of the Golden Dome and enjoy some insomnia cookies. Register to claim your paint kit at ndworks.nd.edu. Also happening on Friday, the Black Cultural Arts Council is putting on a talent show, including singing, dancing, rapping, poetry, and more. Tickets are available for $5 by pre-order on the Shop ND website or $7 at entry. The show will take place at Washington Hall from 7 to 9 p.m. Stay updated on events happening on campus by checking your Week at ND Digest email or by visiting events.nd.edu. Now, I hope you're always refreshing your Notre Dame knowledge, because you never know when someone from NDTV is gonna come up and randomly quiz you. Our very own Grace Oladipo hit the streets this week to quiz students on Notre Dame abbreviations. Take it away, Grace.
Hi guys, how are you doing? Grace here, and we're going out on the street today to play a game we like to call ND Abbreviations. We made it up, but people are gonna play, so let's go. And what's your name?
I'm Ghislaine.
Ghislaine, how do you spell it?
Ghislain.
What does SWE stand for?
I went to this club yesterday. It's like shoot. Society of Women Engineers.
Excellent, excellent. Thank goodness you went yesterday. What does UCC stand for? Pass.
University Community. No.
Oh, okay.
University Community Center.
That's close. We'll start off easy. What does UHS stand for?
University Health Services.
She didn't even blink. What is UHS?
University Health Services.
University Health Services.
Oh, he didn't even have to think about it. Okay. What does NDTV stand for?
Notre Dame TV.
What does TV stand for?
Television.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, next one. What does MSPS stand for?
Multicultural Services. No, multicultural Student and Programming Services.
Yes, ma'am. No, that is correct. Okay, what's NDH?
North Dining Hall.
What's SDH?
South Dining Hall.
What does NDTV stand for?
Notre Dame Television and Video. No.
Notre Dame what?
I don't know. I don't know the full thing. Is that a joke? I don't know.
What does NDPD stand for?
Notre Dame Police Department.
Yes, ma'am. You should have their number.
Thanks, Grace. I honestly don't think I would have passed that quiz. So special thanks and props to everyone who participated. Thank you for tuning in this morning, Irish. Remember, our morning show airs on Tuesdays and Thursdays in Duncan Student Center from 9 to 11 a.m. And you can catch all of our latest episodes on our NDTV YouTube channel under the ND Sunrise playlist. Follow Notre Dame Television on Instagram, Notre Dame TV on Twitter, and Notre Dame Television on YouTube to stay updated on all of our latest work. Lastly, if you're interested in being a part of NDTV, either on camera or behind the scenes, please email ndtv@nd.edu or come visit our studio on the second floor of Duncan Student Center. From all of us in the studio, we hope you have a beautiful day filled with laughter, love, and luck of the Irish. This is Kiki Carney from ND Sunrise, signing off.